Piping and instrument diagram provide include component identification, how instruments are connected, where instruments are located, and function in the process. Comprehension of P&ID diagram used by technician while troubleshooting and process monitoring. Comparing a heat exchanger to the piping and instrument diagram illustrate the function within the process. Steam is conveyed through a pipe into a sealed enclosure that acts as a heat exchanger. As the water passes through the exchanger, the temperature of the water is elevated. Identification of the control loop is noted by the tag number 401. To read the control loop within the series of steps, the wall of the steam to the flow through the pipe is a symbol with two triangles. In the top portion of the symbol is the function identifier and the first letter denotes variable. The first letter of the function identifier is the letter T, which defines the process of temperature control. The instrument connected to the heat exchanger contains two types of information. The second letter in the functional identifier indicates transmitter. In the balloon with no line inside, symbol indicate the device is mounted. A capillary tube sends the signal from the heat exchanger to the transmitter is represented in the diagram but line with axis. A dashed line between components indicate electrical signal. The controller indicator in the instrument with the transmitter send an electrical signal and is shown in the functional identifier at the second and third letter. I and C balloons with the solid dividing lines indicate the instrument is board mounted. An electronic signal from the controller is indicated by the dashed line. The controlled output is connected to the transducer that controls the steam flow indicated by the second letter Y of the functional identifier. The transducer converts an electronic signal into a pressure signal and is indicated by the square containing the letter I and P. Line with diagonal marks designates pneumatic connection. The pneumatic control diaphragm actuator that open and close the globe valve regulate the steam in the process. The actuator is represented by the half circle in the P&ID. The arrow pointing downwards from the actuator indicate failed closed valve type.